I have been poorly and I haven't been able to do very much at all. I've been struck down with a virus, and this is really my second day back in the studio. I've kind of been off for about 3 weeks and it's not been easy. So yesterday I came in here and I wanted to paint berries. So the only thing I could hold in mind was berries. I wanted berries, and yet I didn't paint any berries. So I've come back in here today, still have that same feeling of I need berries. There's lots of berries outside, and I'll be gathering some soon for Christmassy type things that I'll be doing with wreaths shortly. And so yeah, this berries thing is really around, and I want to create some art that's like medicine for me. So I've got things around me. I've got oil pastels, Caran d'Ache crayons, neon oil pastels, and I've also got some paint and inks beside me. So this is a Caran d'Ache crayon. So yeah, I just want to make some kind of medicine for myself. Get a feeling of needing to make some medicine. And yeah, berry medicine. And this certainly isn't a berry. But I wanted to just do some kind of art that would just be relaxing and help me to get back into the studio and hold in mind that I want to get better, because I'm not 100% better yet. I'm practically better. My voice isn't wholly back. I like these colours. So Caran d'Ache crayons are lovely to use. I don't know if you use them. They're great for, well, you can use them dry, as I'm doing right now, and you can also use them with water. So I can add some water to this if I want to and make it sort of watercolour. I like these colours. Yes, I kind of feel like I'm looking for something that's going to make me feel better. And I know for me, colour definitely makes me feel good if I choose colours that fit how I'm feeling in that moment. You know, they reflect how I feel. So that's always a sort of a good thing for me to do. So I'm not sure if you're going to be doing this alongside me or if you're just watching, but maybe if you're doing it, you could just notice how you feel. Notice if your critic gets involved, tries to hijack things, tries to stop you. Just notice. Wow, I love this colour. I feel like this couldn't be ready pinky enough for me. Well, I like the colours. My critics around a little bit critical. Like, what on earth are you doing? How can this be helpful? Why are you even bothering? I could actually be distracted completely by that voice today, but I don't want to be. Looking for purple. Aha! Do you have a purple? I kind of feel like each one of these blocks, these oblongs or squares, whatever shape, are something that I need. Each one is something that I need. Oops, bit of fluff, don't want that. Kind of feels like a puzzle, trying to solve a puzzle. I'm not a very good patient. I'm not very good at being ill, being off ill, doing very little. I've wanted to come in here, I've wanted to go up to the woods, and I've wanted to go Christmas shopping. I've wanted to do all sorts of things, but each time my body just, says no, I haven't got the energy, just chill out. So it's sort of a battle between my mind and my body has the upper hand because that's where the energy has been or is. So I've had to just really give in to this thing. For a few days, I sort of fought it. I was in denial. There's nothing wrong, I'll be fine. Just keep going. Well, that's an old way for me, isn't it? That's my old way, just keep going. Don't listen to my body. And of course, well, my body just was determined really that I was going to have to rest because I couldn't get better if I kept on going. And then the virus stole my voice. So everything had to relax. Everything. Just noticing how I feel as I reflect on the last few weeks. And interestingly, I believe I would have been quite irritated at myself before, but I feel very relaxed actually about it all. Like, it's just how it was. Not well, just have to chill out. And that's different for somebody like me who tends to just keep on going. So that's good. That feels like something very positive. I love these colours. That yellow's kind of bleeding into the... I'm on a slope here, you probably don't realise, but I'm on a drawing board, so it comes down the way. So the yellow's running into the pink. That's okay, I'm just going to leave it. Quite like them blurring into each other. And that's different too, because the old me would have wanted everything to be kept absolutely perfect. No blurring, no touching. I would have probably waited until one box dried before I added water to the next. Wow, that colour, that blue is amazing. And that's got some of that yellow coming in, giving it a green tinge. It's quite nice, that green. Yes, I'm noticing things that have changed in me, which is good, you know, loosening off and letting go more and more, which I like. My kind of personality, which is a very responsible one, tends to keep going and going and going until finally we have a holiday, and then we sort of are struck down with something awful that sort of floors us. Wow, I like those colours very much. So I've picked up this by Winsor Newton. It's one of my most favourites, permanent rose. It's just the most beautiful colour, like a pinky red. I'm going to add some of this. Just going to go straight out of the tube. Oh wow, look at that colour. That is just so luscious. Well, to my mind, colour's a funny thing, isn't it? Just depends on what we need or what we like. Just adding a little bit of water to my brush. It's quite heavy bodied paint, this one, this permanent rose. It's a series 3, by the way, if you like it and want to go and get some. Noticing that I'm getting very, what is that? I want it to sit. I'm going up and down, wanting the rows of paint to all be in the same direction. Put some in here as well. Well, I certainly didn't think I'd be painting oblongs this morning. Didn't really know what I was going to paint, but I think what I want to paint is berries, but I just don't seem to be doing it. Maybe I'm just going to go and gather berries. Beautiful colour. Feeling like adding some more paint on top of these other blocks now. Got this orange by Reeves. Oops. Oh dear. That's it. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. Lovely warm colours. Do you know, I've had a rug actually with these sort of colours on top of me while I've not been well. I've got 2 or 3 special rugs which I've bought specifically for me for when I need to look after myself. And actually I'm being reminded of one of those fluffy rugs, fluffy blankets right now with these colours on here. Do I need my fluffy blanket? Perhaps. Maybe I'm still not fully well. Oh, that's gorgeous, that colour. That's a turquoise 154 Daylight Rowney turquoise. Oh! That's just gone splat. Right on top of there as well. Wow. Okay, that's a nice emerald green. Just accept that. Clearly this one's not so easy to get paint out of. I often just take paint out of the top of tubes, just what I need. I'm kind of liking the colours blending in because I've caught a bit of the lilac in here and I've got a bit of the greeny from the yellow up this end. Hesitated for a moment then and then went for it. I'm loving how these are looking, these colours. I do feel like I need all these colours. To help me get better. That's going a bit olivey. So this is 372 fluorescent, sort of lemon. I'm going to pop some on there, see how it goes on. I like adding layers of colour onto colour, especially if there's markings or papers underneath. I'm noticing as I work, I feel more and more like I want to do more. Like, oh yeah, I'd like to add some papers. I feel like this is sunshine. I need some sunshine. Sunshine and berries. Possibly a little bit too much of the yellow. We'll see what it does. I feel like I want to sort of put some black or something dark between these blocks to kind of separate them off, boundary them off. That's bringing some of that green in. That's okay though. Sort of like the markings that's making. Not keen on that. Kind of judging this one. Sort of want to reject it. This is a water. It's a wax crayon that is water soluble by Reeves. It's kind of like Caran d'Ache, but it's a different brand. There's a teeny weeny little bit left. It's breaking up into bits. Did its best. Oh, that's a lovely colour. I like it, and it's not dark enough either. I feel like I want it to be darker. Not sure what I want exactly. Keep looking at that little purple box all on its own. I think I want purple around the edge. So I'm going to have it. That's an FW ink, like a sort of a warm violet colour. Okay. Oh wow. Still doesn't feel dark enough. I like it, but oh, that's nice. I feel like I want it to be really, really deep. Do you know, I'm kind of smiling to myself. I feel like I've created a sort of patchwork blanket for me, which is a sign that I need to still be under a blanket and looking after myself a bit more, perhaps. Love the colours of this. Hope I don't run out of this ink. Oh wow, that colour's amazing. It's beautiful with all the other colours. Feels like it's just what I need. I've watched quite a lot of films while I've been off, and mostly music related, like the Elton John story and Queen story. And I'm telling you this for a reason, because I can hear in the back of my mind that Elton John song, Don't Let the Sun Go Down. Not sure why I'm doing this, but I am doing it. It's just a sponge. Love these colours. The colours were amazing. Not happy with that one there. That is gorgeous. It's kind of a greeny, purpley. It's lovely. Makes me think of peacocks, peacock feathers. I'm going to leave it to dry. My impulse is to make some dark lines between the colours, like black or purple, but I'm going to have to wait until everything's dry before I can do anything like that. Then, I'm not sure what I'll do with it. Makes me think of a blanket. Perhaps I still need my blanket. Just a few more days of rest. So in a way, that's what the message has been. That I need some berries and I need a blanket. And probably just to chill out a little bit longer. So there's my bit of medicine art. Okay, so this is dried up and I love the colours, and I've picked up this black Caran d'Ache crayon, and I'm going to add those black lines. No idea how this will look, but I just have an urge to have black around. Oh, that's not quite dry there, like the smudge. I just want to define the oblongs, the squares. And I mean, they are a bit blurry anyway, they all blur into each other, but I still want them. Oops, that's gone a bit skew-iff. Kind of like the messiness of this. There's a time when I'd not have been able to tolerate anything messy. Something, you know, where the lines aren't definite and absolute. Colours are outside of the lines. Come a long way. Still hearing Elton John singing that "Don't Let the Sun Go Down" in my imagination. I'll probably go and listen to that shortly. What I do is I notice things that I say to myself, like, for example, I want to paint berries. I really want berries. So that is something that I need to take notice of, because I'm letting myself know some very important information, and maybe berries are what's missing from my diet right now to help me get better. And then I think, oh, a blanket, it feels like a blanket, this is rather nice. So maybe I need to get back under my blanket. And the other thing was what was the last thing I just said? Oh yeah, this song that I keep hearing in my head, "Don't Let the Sun Go Down." So I'll listen to that and see how I feel as I listen, because, you know, it could be there for a reason. That sort of reminds me of a bed. There's the pillows along there. I've sort of lifted the colour by, not on purpose, I was really just adding water to the black. I'm just going to leave that as it is. Yeah, so art to help me find the medicine that I need. Art is medicine. I really enjoyed doing that. I've been so relaxed making it. It's just been extremely relaxing and mindful to do. I might add more colours on top, I don't know. I'll see how I feel. This is metallic lilac. Oh yeah, that's lovely. You know, this has been important for me. It's taught me something about looking after myself. This particular square has been troublesome for me. I've really struggled to accept it and sort of be at ease with it, really. I'm not sure what this square, or oblong rather, this mark here is about, but I've sort of tussled with it throughout this whole thing. I like that violet-y colour though. That is lovely. This is another FW ink, and it's like a metallic green. Interesting that I'm finding it hard to just pull myself away from here. I want to keep on going. Oh, that's lovely. So bright. Luscious. Kind of fancying it in here now. Oops. Just want to put some more of that ready. It's Permanent Rose, it's called. Just down here. It's the most beautiful colour. This one definitely reminds me of a bed. I think I'm longing to go back to bed, perhaps. We've just had an amazing new bed delivered. Yesterday it arrived. And oh my goodness, it is so comfortable. So whenever this feels done to you, if you're doing it at the same time as me, just listen to your body and notice when it feels finished, you'll kind of know. To me, it's like having a sort of satisfied, quiet feeling inside my tummy that says, yep, that's it, done. I like that. Makes me feel like a sort of stained glass window as well. Okay, I would like to see that up against a window. Okay, I'm going to call it a day. My blanket that reminds me that I need some berries. I'm going to go and find some berries, see what it is that I need to get from them. I know that there's a lot of healing properties in them. Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of medicine art medicine. And I'd love to see if you've made any, if you'd like to share it with me. I wonder what it looks like different ways around. Oh wow, I quite like it that way around. Oh yeah, I really like it that way around. Nah. Yeah, I like it like that. Turn yours around. You might see, might feel different when you turn it. Kind of want to add some dark purple oil pastel. Gosh, I don't know when I'm ever going to be finished this, because I keep wanting to add more bits to it. Oh, that's lovely. That's a beautiful colour. If you have any impulses, all I can say is go with them, because for me, they won't let me down. And if I do leave something, I usually regret it. I need to peel this back a little bit. Oil pastels are amazing, the colours are just fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed doing this if you've given it a go. Please share anything you'd like to share with me. I'd love to see it. Kind of felt like it did need some purple, something darker around it to frame it really. Feels more like a fluffy blanket now than ever. Love it that way round. Okay. I am actually going to drag myself away right now. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this. Stay in touch. Love to hear from you. Bye for now.